Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to introduce you to a tool that you may use for office hours instead of Google Hangouts, and this tool is called Google Meets. Google Meets is a more advanced Hangouts where it has functions such as closed captions, sharing screen, and is just a little bit nicer looking. This is a paid version that is now made free by Google, so thank you Google. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see how to access your Google Meets. So once you're signed into your email address, you're going to go up here next to your name and click on the Google Apps. When you click on the Google Apps, you should see all the different tools we have access to, and we're going to click on Meet. All right, so now welcome to Google Meet. In Google Meet, you'll see that this is much more similar to some other tools that you use, such as Zoom or other video conferencing platforms. So what we're going to do is I'm going to create a meeting, and since I'm going to be meeting with Fav, I'm going to name it Fav Meeting, and then I'm going to continue, and there we have it. So now we have the initial startup to this meeting, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop right into the meeting. So I'm going to join the meeting. So I'm going to click Join Now, and just like that, what you guys should see is that you can invite other people so that they can join using their phone, or they can join using their computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that joining info, and right there, I'm going to hop back to Fav and send that information directly to him. This is a little longer, but I just want to show you multiple ways. So I just copied this information right here, sent that to Fav, or I can go automatically right here and add anyone directly to this meeting. So let's see if Fav shows up. Well, Fav didn't show up, so we're going to go on with the video. So what exactly can you do on Google Meet? Well, it's the same exact functionality as Google Hangouts, so I just want to give you a brief tour of Google Meet. The one thing that I really like is that you can turn on captioning. Turn on captions, there it is. So your closed captions, this will allow students who are muted to not only listen to you, but to also read what you are saying. So it gives us two different ways to communicate with the students. A nice thing is that, let's say you make a mistake and maybe you say shit. Oh, very good. So if you see, I swore, and then it gave the asterisk to block that out. So that's just a nice little function that me, as someone who swears a little bit more regular than most people, that's a good function for me. All right, so I'm going to close off my captions, and now I just want to show you the presentation mode. This is the same thing that you saw in the last video. If you guys want to review what is the difference between sharing your entire screen and sharing a window, definitely go back and watch the Google Hangouts video. All right, so over here, the three settings dots, same thing. You can change the layout, full screen, closed captions, everything that we saw in Hangout. Come up here to the people, and this is where you can add people. So maybe a student wants to hop into the call halfway through, so you can go and actually let's send that invite to Fav, see if this way will work as well. So that's where you can go and present over there. Here's your messaging with whoever you have, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Before I let you go, I want to show you one more way to communicate a meeting. So to invite people to a meeting. So let's say that you want to hold office hours. So I'm going to create my office hours. All right, I'm going to title it office hours. And then I'm going to go into this more options. All right. So the more options, this is going to be important because not only does this allow you to change your notifications, and invite people to your meeting. So add guests. So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to use Mr. Connard for a second. I'm going to invite him. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here. And this is the really important part. You should see the camera icon, and it says add conferencing. What you can do is you could add Hangouts Meet, and that is automatically going to create a Google Meet for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send this to Sean. All right, I'm going to send it to Sean, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop back. So I'm going to return to my home screen, and what you guys should see is if you make a calendar invite and add that video conferencing, it will appear automatically on the Google Meet homepage. So this is an amazing way for you to host your grade level meetings or any other meetings that you may be having throughout this next couple weeks. Make a calendar invite them directly through your calendar invite, and then just hop onto Google Meet and your meeting will be there. So quickly, I'm actually going to hop back on over to my Google Calendar. And I'm actually going to adjust this, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this my office hours. And the last thing that I want to see is if I can add the class of, there it is. That's exactly what I want to do. So that's exactly what I want to see. Let's say that you want to use Google Meet for your calendars. You can send an invite to every student using the class of 2021, 2022, whatever class you may be in. You can add them as guests. All right, you can add them as guests, and just like that, by sending them the invite, they just need to go to their Google Calendar, click on the Join Hangouts Meet, and just like that, you will have everyone in the same meeting. All right, I hope that all made sense, and if you have any further questions, let me know. But besides that, that's Google Meet. Hopefully it makes your life a little easier.